Hi there, this is John Oakes coming to you from Hanko Motors here in Indiana, Pennsylvania. And today we're going to show you our newest addition to our inventory. Beautiful black 1968 RS SS Chevrolet Camaro. So again, just like we do with all of our cars, we're going to go ahead and start with the underside. Show you just how nice this car really is from top to bottom, bottom to top. And we'll again just start like we normally do here at the back underneath the car. As you can see, it looks like they've put a new fuel tank in here. It's in excellent condition. All of your mounting hardware, all of your straps, it's got the rubber in here too to cushion it too. All of that looks in really good condition. You see out here at the ends, it does have your exhaust all the way back with your tailpipes exiting where they should. Your suspension, you've got multi-leaf rear suspension here with your shocks. Now this is a GM 12-bolt posi rear end in the car, and you'll see why the posi unit and the 12-bolt needs to be a little stronger on this car. All dual exhaust, and it looks to be all fairly new stuff underneath here too. Now I'm not quite sure name brand wise on this. They appear to be like a Flowmaster style muffler. But it's just hard to see. I'm not seeing any names or anything like that on the mufflers. But again, it's all very nicely done. All the bends and everything are real nice on this. So as far as, being underneath the rear end, the only other thing here to point out, just it does have drum brakes on the rear. And it looks like we've got all of our e-brake cables all hooked up too on this car. So with that, we'll move up to the center of the car here. Now that we've moved up under the center of the car here, we can kind of take a look a little closer at some of the floors here. Now the floors on this car are all original, and this appears to be like the original factory undercoating that would have been put on this car. Again, all nicely done. There's no patching, no holes, nothing at all like that. Again, I've already mentioned the emergency brake cables are all hooked up with the correct hardware. I've already mentioned those mufflers back there and the dual exhaust, all new stuff. Your subframe, it's in really good condition too. Body mount bushings aren't in real bad shape on this car either, really good. Transmission cross member, it's in excellent condition. No marks or anything on that. Drive shaft looks to be in really good condition as well. And again, that exhaust system, they've got it tucked up just about as well as you possibly can. And again, that exhaust goes all the way up front here. Now this car does have the stock cast exhaust manifolds. Probably a couple reasons for that. When we get closer up to the front here, you'll see that we've got a Muncie M21 transmission here, 4-speed. Hooked up to a 396 cubic inch big block Chevy motor. Now that big block, sometimes it can be a little hard to get headers up in there. So a lot of times they'll elect to go with the stock cast exhaust manifolds, and they seem to seal up a lot better than what some of your headers do. So again, that's what you have hooked up on this car. Just everything is in nice condition under here. All original floors like I had mentioned. So what we'll do now is we'll just head up underneath the front end of the car. Now we're here under the front of the car. We'll take a look at some of the suspension components and brakes and so forth here. We'll just start out at the edge here. We've got disc brakes up front, and again, these are power disc brakes. You've got all the stock suspension components, so you have stock lower control arms, stock upper A-arms, your ball joints, bushings, all of your rubbers on, say, like your tie rods, your drag length, pitman arm, all that stuff. All of that is in very good condition. It looks as though it's been greased up and taken well care of throughout its time with us here. We also have a front sway bar on the car to help kind of tie the two front corners together there. Frame, everything up front here looks really good. Calipers are good. This car is sitting on all four 15-inch factory steel rally wheels with the beauty rings and center caps. And again, you can kind of tell in the video here, you've got Mastercraft Avenger GT tires on this car, both front and rear also. So all of that stuff, all your tread patterns, everything are going to be matching on the car. Again, just a very nice car. This thing's been garage kept throughout its entire life. As a matter of fact, it's had the same owner for about 30 years too. So very well kept. You see that from the underside. Now we'll go ahead and drop it down and we'll show you the outside and the interior of the car as well. Here we are outside now with our beautiful black 1968 RS SS Camaro. Again, this is a real RS SS Camaro, so it's not a clone, it's not a tribute, it's the real deal here. We'll get around to the front end here a little bit later, but you'll get to see all of those RS front end components there. But starting from front to back here, we'll just kind of work our way back, pinpointing out some of the highlights here about the car. First thing you'll notice, that beautiful black paint. We got the white reverse hockey stripe. That's the SS hockey stripe there for the 68 car. We do have the 396 emblems here on the front fender. Moving back here a little bit, you see we've got the wheel lip moldings here also. You've got the SS emblems here on the front fender as well. We also have the steel, that's the SS hood with what they used to call the ice cube trays there on top there. They did that because in the wintertime, if you left the car sit out and the water froze, you had ice cubes. So working our way back now, the door. You can see the door gaps, front and back, are really good on this car. Elevations are just about perfect on it. You've got the drip rail moldings, all of your bright work, the trim around the windows, the trim down the top edge of the door there. All of that is in really good condition on this car, excellent condition. We also have the driver's side mirror here as well, along with your stainless cladding, your trim down here along the bottom there of the door and the front fender and rear quarter panel. We'll go back here, we'll open up our door, and we'll take a look inside now as best as we can. First off, on the door, we've got door edge moldings to help protect that paint. Inside of the door, finished off just like the outside of the car, it's that black paint. We've got the door, the rubber bump stops here. Your weather stripping, all in good condition. There's no cracks, no tears, no chunks out of it. So it should seal up all very good. Inside now, you've got your black houndstooth interior. You got the bucket seats up front. Got your standard rear seat in the back. We do have the deluxe door panels as well. Factory dash, all factory gauges. The gauges include the speedometer. It's even got the tick-tock tack in there in the dash. We've got a 4-speed center console in there, factory, with the console gauges in there as well. All the gauges in there are your fuel gauge, battery gauge, water temperature gauge, and oil pressure gauge. We've got an aftermarket digital AM/FM stereo in there, and we got the factory heat and AC controls in there. As far as anything else here, carpets, the headliners, everything like that is all in excellent condition. It's got all the front seat belts present in the car. And another option that this car has that a lot don't is it's got the rear defrost in it too. So you've got the vent in the back there, so it'll help clear that window off for you there in cold mornings. Factory wood grain steering wheel as well, tilt column also. We'll go ahead and shut that door. Again, door shuts nice. The gaps are just perfect, like I said, on this car. Back here again, the wheel lip moldings. Now this car, we have Mastercraft Avenger GT tires, all 4 corners, all matching tread. Tire sizes are a little different front to rear, but again, that just gives the car a little bit of rake. We've got factory 15-inch steel rally wheels, and you can see those have very nice beauty rings and center caps. And then as we work our way to the back, you'll notice you got the spoiler here on the back on the trunk. And then the chrome front and rear bumpers there as well. We're here behind the car now, behind our 68 Camaro Rs SS. Couple of things we'll point out here. You've got the correct taillights, and down below here we've got the correct rear lower valance with backup lights in it for your Rs SS Camaro. Again, it's got that really nice chromed rear bumper there, the SS gas cap to go along with everything. So at this time, I'll go ahead and open the trunk. Hear that pop? You know that the door or the trunk lock works. We'll open that up and we'll check around in here now. You've got your weather stripping the whole way around. Weather stripping's in really good shape. See a couple wrinkles in it here, but again, no tears, no cracks, nothing like that, no chunks out of it. It looks pretty new, as a matter of fact. So again, no sealing issues, no signs of any moisture in the trunk. Once we're looking inside the trunk now, you see that it's finished off with the correct black and aqua trunk spatter paint. We've got the spare tire in there, along with the crowbar and your original factory bumper jack back there as well. And again, you'll notice that the underside of the trunk lid is painted the same as what the rest of the car is. So everything all painted up nice, all sealed up nice in there, along with your spare. So we'll go ahead and close this up now, and then we're going to go ahead and walk our way up the passenger side of the car on our way to the front. And here we are now on the passenger side. So at this point, we're going to walk our way from the back to the front. Again, we've pretty much touched on everything on the other side, but again, we're just going to go ahead and just, point those same things out here real quickly here on the passenger side. Again, you got the wheel lip moldings there on front and rear of the car. Those 15-inch factory steel rally wheels with those very nice beauty rings and center caps. Got the drip rail moldings there around the top side of the window. You got your trim along the bottom of the window there on top of the door. And got your trim along the bottom of the door, your quarter panel, and your front fenders. Again, we'll open this side up, kind of like we did on the other side. Again, we got the door edge moldings here on this side as well. Got the rubber bump stops on the inside of the door. Our weather stripping around the door in very good condition. Again, that houndstooth interior, deluxe door panels. You even got the grab handle up here on your dash here, up by your glove box there. So really, we've gone over everything that's on the inside of the car already. So we'll just go ahead and close this door up. Again, your door gaps, front and rear, excellent on this car. Elevations, excellent as well. As we work our way forward, again, just pointing out, we do have the SS emblems here on this side as well. Again, wheel lip moldings, those factory rally wheels. And then as we work our way forward, again, we've got the matching 396 emblem up here on the front fender as well. So that was real quick up the passenger side of the car. But again, we've already been over everything on the driver's side. We'll go ahead now, come around to the front end of the car, talk about that a little bit, and then we'll open that hood up and show you the power plant. Ending up here at the front end of the car now. And again, you'll see here what makes this car so iconic, so easily noticeable to people is the RS front grille on this car. You'll notice it's got those hideaway headlights there. You've got the SS emblem right in the center of the grille. Again, that beautifully chrome bumper there. And then underneath, I know it's a little hard to see, but you do have your directionals, your parking lights underneath. We're going to go ahead and open up this steel SS hood here. We'll pop that and we'll take a look inside. And again, once we're inside here, the underside of the hood is black. They've got the insulation here attached to the underside of the hood. And once we're in here, we see the power plant. This is a big block Chevy. This is a 396 cubic inch big block Chevy. We'll start kind of front to back and work our way back on the motor here, pointing things out. Now it looks as though these lights are probably vacuum. We'll check those out here later, but it does appear they're vacuum. All the lines seem to be hooked up here. We've got an aluminum radiator to help cool that big motor there. A lot of times you'll see big blocks with the aluminum radiators just because they do cool a little better. We've got a fan shroud on here along with a 7-blade cooling fan on that motor. You see it's got the chrome air cleaner, chrome valve covers. It's got an Edelbrock, that's a Performer ZO aluminum intake. We have a Holley carburetor underneath there too, and that's a dual feed. We got this fuel inlet here that goes into the 2 feeds on the carburetor, and it does have an electric choke on there as well. You see that it does have heater lines hooked up to the motor, so the heat does work in the car. We've got power steering down here, power brakes also. Those are front disc brakes, rear drums, and again, you see all that stuff from our underside video. Just all factory suspension on here, the stamp suspension arms here, and we got the stock cast exhaust manifolds on this as well. And a lot of times you'll see that, especially on your big block motors. Sometimes headers are a little hard to get in there. Plus, you seem to get a lot better seal with the exhaust running your stock cast exhaust manifolds. Again, they just seal up a lot better. So that's really about it. 396 motor. We've got the 4-speed manual transmission in there. Again, we'll take a look at that stuff, or you'll see that on the Underside video as well. So with all that said, that's really it on this beautiful car here. If you have any questions, inquiries, you can either call us or shoot us an email through our website. We'll be glad to get back to you.